us on later a very interesting story. William Peets, injured 16 years ago in a karting accident, paralyzed from the waist down, drives completely with hand controls.
One of the truly unique situations to be found in this series is found in the cockpit of car number 6. This is the Brazilian driver William Peets trying to hold off Sean Patrick Flannery right now. Vivian, this is an amazing story because this man is a paraplegic and he has hand controls to drive this race car.
Yes, and it's very unique. In fact, he has patented the process. When he goes for the brakes, he actually pushes the steering wheel forward, and that applies the brakes. He uses his left hand on a throttle, and of course his right hand is over on the gear shift. Everything is done, like you said, Gary, on the actual steering wheel itself, and he feels as though the hand controls are not a hindrance. He actually thinks it's better than using the pedals in the race car.
After struggling for 7 years trying to find a race car suited to his needs, Peets met Roy Savasco in 1989. And for the last 8 years, the two have worked together to design a car that allows Peets to compete in the Barber Dodge Pro Series.
Welcome back to the November Sporting Life. Many automotive innovations have come from the racing laboratory over the years, especially in the way of safety equipment. And there are a couple young men ready to knock on Detroit's door very soon with help for the paraplegic driver. From whatever angle you may choose, this would simply appear to be a man going very fast. But examine this scene a bit closer. Watch William Peets' hands. With both hands on the wheel, he controls every single aspect of this drive, from changing gears to braking. And he has to. For you see, William Peets is a paraplegic.
The beginning of go-kart wasn't safety and wasn't competitive. 1994, 12 years later, when I back to race in a touring car, I start to race touring car. I was driving with one hand. The other hand, I have a bar under the steering wheel that I have to control brake and throttles. That thing was in a junk, you know. So then I started to research around the world to have, you know, to know more about systems. And then Roy Savasco, the guy from New York, who is the inventor, coming with this idea. You know, I have the idea and he coming with the invention, you know. So now we have my leg back.
One thing I see when I look at William is I think, you know, I'm complaining about problems I have, and look what this guy's overcoming. So it gives you a little reality check.
The goal for next year to raise the money and do the full season. And the big goal is to go to IndyCar. That's going to take a while.
What do you think? What was going through your mind?
Oh, nothing. Really especially. You need a good engine, more power, good tires, because he has not very good car, you know. He can show his potential. But I think next year it will be very, very good for him.
So you brought up a very good point. You think that he's got more than what he really should,
sure.
Because of the car. The car wasn't good and the engine was...
Absolutely. Yeah, the engine was not good. You saw on the straight, you know, you lose many positions because there was no power, you know. And with good engine, you can get many, many positions.
If you had to describe very shortly this driver, this man, how would you describe him?
I think he's a talent, you know, because in his condition, do what he's doing now, I think he's magic, you know. There's no word to describe what he's doing now, you know.
What about the system that he's using? Okay,
it's very nice.
Something innovative, kind of new because there were other systems before, but tell me about this one. Do you think this is the best you've seen so far?
I think it's the best that I saw. I didn't see many systems, you know, but I know the guy that is building this system is very, very good.
You think a system like that may take over in the future and maybe
sure.
guys like
Williams can race, you know, can do what they want with this system. It's very important. I hope as a future.
Think about using a system like this yourself?
For you?
Oh yes, I know. You know, just mentality. If you have, you know, your head prepared to drive like this, it's easy. You can do that. Williams do that.
Do you think it's harder to do that just because we're not, as human beings,
Yeah.
we're not used to it?
Yeah.
More difficult, you think?
I think it's not more difficult, just practice, you know. You practice and then you can do that.
Dessa aqui? Você importou a direção?
Ah, legal, vamos lá voltando.